Okay guys, so I'm always getting questions asking for tips about Amazon FBA. Now, people asking for product research tips, negotiating with suppliers, how to set up PPC campaigns and stuff like that. However, this week I received a very general question. It was, I'm starting on Amazon FBA, what would be the #1 tip you could give me? So after quite a bit of thinking, this is what I came up with. And if you are seriously considering selling on Amazon, I would recommend watching this video and implementing what I suggest, because I believe it will put you in a very, very good position to succeed on Amazon. So this is what I recommended to the person. I want them to try the entire FBA process. I want them to start today. What I want them to do is I want them to get a single unit, bring it into the country, send it to Amazon, create the listing, and I want them to sell it, because by experience the FBA process firsthand, the entire process will put you in such a strong position when you come to launch your first product fully. So this is what I want you to do. The first thing I want you to do is I want you to set up your limited company and open a business bank account. Now, if you're not completely serious about Amazon at this stage, you can do this as a sole trader and use your personal bank account. However, it's quite difficult to convert from a sole trader to a limited company once you're registered with Amazon. So if you are serious about it, I'd recommend getting it right from day one. So if you open up your registered company and sign up for a business bank account, do that now, because what you don't want to do is you don't want to get a few months down the line doing the product research, you found a product that you want to order, but you have none of the legal stuff set up. So this will put you in a good position now with this first trial process. Then what I want you to do is I want you to open your Amazon Seller Central account. Now, I know people don't want to be paying £30 a month for an account they're not using. You can ask for a refund if you aren't using it after each month has passed by. However, I want you to try Seller Central, because that is where you are building your business. You know, how many people get 3, 4, 5 months into their Amazon FBA journey and they've never tried Seller Central? Now, this is where you're building your entire business, so it's so important you get some experience using this in the early days. So when you come to do this with your main products, you'll be in such a good position. You know where everything is, you know how to use it all. So that's why I want you to use Seller Central at the earliest opportunity. It is where you are building your business. The next thing I want you to do is order a sample, and the reason this is really important is it will allow you to experience the Alibaba platform and how it works with contacting people. It will help you develop an opening inquiry email template that you can use for contacting people in future. You'll get used to how the Chinese suppliers communicate, you know, what sort of times of day that you need to be available to communicate with them. And it also gives you a chance to try out the payment mechanisms when you're ordering a sample and stuff like that. So it's super important to try Alibaba and get a good feel for that entire process. And if you want a free email template that you can use for Alibaba, there's one on the FBAelite.com resource section that you can use. Barcodes, I get so many questions about barcodes, whether that's product barcodes or shipping barcodes. So go and buy a barcode. So go and get yourself a GS1 barcode. Now, if this is just something you're trialing, go and buy one from someone like Barcode Mania. It will cost you a few pounds. Or if you're definitely going to be doing Amazon, sign up for a GS1 account. You get 1,000 barcodes per year as part of that subscription. So using one for this test is no problem at all. Or alternatively, you can apply for a GTIN exemption and not put a barcode on your product. If you check out a video I did a few weeks ago, that covers that in much more details. So again, this will help clarify so many of the questions people have about barcodes, because you would have done it firsthand and you've experienced it yourself. The next thing I want you to do is actually create your product listing. So treat this like a proper product. You're doing your keyword research, you're creating your titles, descriptions, bullet points, back-end keywords. You know, whether you're using Helium 10 or something else, do your keyword research, create a really optimized listing. The other benefit of creating a listing at this stage is that if there's any restrictions on this product, it should get flagged by Amazon within a few days. So you'll know well before you place your main order whether there's any restrictions to selling that product on Amazon. Then once you've been through that process, when you come to either create your full listing at a later date, or whether you're selling the same product and come to refine this listing, you can use your experience to create a better listing than you would have if you'd created a listing for the very first time when your product actually arrives at Amazon. The next thing I want you to do is create the shipment. So that sample that you've had sent from Alibaba, get that sent to your house. Now, usually when you're placing your full order, you'd get it sent directly to the Amazon warehouses. However, if you get this sample sent to your house, you can then try out the shipment process yourself. So create your shipment, you get all of the relevant barcodes, and you'll learn what barcodes needs to go on what goes on the product, what goes on the package, what goes on the carton, stuff like that. So it's very important to create your shipment and experience the barcodes firsthand. Then when you place that full order, you'll know what barcodes and who to send them to. After that, I want you to set up your PPC campaign. So based on the keyword research you've done, I want you to create a manual keyword PPC campaign, and I also want you to do a product targeted PPC campaign. The reason I want you to do those two is I believe in parallel, those are the two best type of campaigns to run on Amazon. You don't need to spend a lot, maybe a £5 or £10 a day budget just for a day or two to see if you can sell this product. I mean, this entire process, including buying a sample, spending a little bit on PPC and stuff like that, shouldn't cost you much more than maybe £100, which I think is a tiny amount to invest to the amount of knowledge it will give you and the assurance it will offer when you actually come to do this properly. Finally, if your product doesn't sell, because it doesn't matter if it doesn't sell, because this is all about learning the process. If your product doesn't sell, you can then create your removal order, which is what sometimes you'll do in Amazon. And with that, you can either have the product destroyed or have it returned to you. Now, I used to have all of my returns sent to my house. Nowadays, I've got far too many, so I just get them destroyed because it's a lot cheaper than trying to get rid of it myself. And once you've gone through that entire process, you will be ready to invest fully, and hopefully your chances of succeeding on Amazon will be even higher because you've experienced it all firsthand once already. So when you do it the second time, as with most things in life, the second time around you should be better at doing them, so your product will have a higher chance of success. So if you found that useful, please like and subscribe to the channel, and if you aren't already a member, come and join me and about 300 other people on their Amazon FBA journeys on the FBAelite.com forums. There's forums dedicated to all areas of the FBA journeys, and I'm on the forums most days answering questions that you guys have. So if you aren't already a member, sign up, and I'll see you guys on the forums.